It's the end of the year. Think of that. You survived another 12 months and you're now one step closer to death. Shit. But forget about that, because it's time to count down the top 10 games of 2014. Some you'll agree with, some you won't. Most will probably make you want to rip out your own larynx just to stop all the shouting you're doing at your computer screen. What a world. So, with all that said, here are the top 10 games of 2014 according to me.
Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes.
Admittedly, the pricing was a little controversial and deservedly debated across the internet and beyond, but the core experience brought to us by our friend Kojima, who does not enjoy being told he drives a BMW, was everything you could want from a Metal Gear Solid title. It's easy to forget how well polished and entertaining Snake's stealth adventures are, but there are few games that do it as well or as satisfying as MGS. The same rang true here, with the Metal Gear of old blending seamlessly with all of Kojima's new ideas. It was slick, open and addictive, and the less linear nature of its mission structure offered a freedom not yet seen in the franchise. Or something like that. Kiefer Sutherland's voice sucked, and the fact you could complete it within around 10 minutes should you see fit was somewhat eyebrow raising, but as a taster for what we can expect next year, it did its job pretty well.
Hitman GO.
The fuck, you cry? But yeah, that's right. Have you even played it? Have you? I would guess the answer is no, but Hitman GO is an easy to play mobile game that has become perfect travel fodder over the last few months. Taking the Hitman concept, e.g. kill everything, and making it work for the casual crowd, it's a turn-based, avoid the bad guys and then take them out when they're not looking approach. GO benefits from the well I'll just give it one more go mentality that will see it take up a lot more of your time than you ever thought possible. It's certainly not groundbreaking, and it will likely enthrall as many as it bores given that it's toying with a property so many people are familiar with, but the fact I still pick it up today means it's worthy of being in this list. And let's face it, this is my list.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Should we really be putting in re-releases that originally came out in 2013 in the 2014 list? Probably not. But GTA 5's comeback on the PS4 and Xbox One was enough to reiterate what a great open world experience it was, and also to introduce us to its first person mode. While seemingly nothing more than a gimmick, or a reason to try and convince people to pick it up again, it actually served as a wonderful way to make the whole thing feel new, and insanely violent. The Daily Mail argument that video games turn people into evil fiends that will thirst on the blood of other humans was, is, and always will be preposterous. But trying to smack someone in the face without the shield of the third person did ask more questions of you as a human being than you first assumed it would have. In many ways, it adds a whole new level of depth to the GTA experience. Or it's just the same thing with a different viewpoint. Either's good. More so than this is how good it looked, and although that should never be a reason to justify huge praise, when your old gen game looks better than most people's new gen game, well, you deserve some credit.
Dragon Age Inquisition.
Inquisition is not the Dragon Age game I wanted. It's not the Dragon Age game we needed, and it damn sure is the final nail in the coffin where the whole "are we ever going to get Origins 2" debate is concerned. But throwing all that context out the window and taking it on its own merits, and it's hard to deny that the third Dragon Age game isn't a damn good RPG. It takes far too long to get going, but when it finds its momentum you're treated to a choice-filled narrative romp that does what any role-playing game should do, namely, take you on a journey. On top of that, BioWare's combat mechanic was solid, and the switch to an open world setting meant the whole ordeal could feel incredibly epic. It certainly shifted the franchise in a new direction and set it up very much as an Elder Scrolls competitor, but if you want to get lost in your dreams for hours on end, Inquisition can do just that. The fuck does that mean?
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
There's no two ways about it. We've reached the number 6 position and Call of Duty has turned up. You're disgusted, I'm disgusted, it's just a general feeling of disgustment all around. But, to Sledgehammer Games' credit, they've managed to succeed where other developers under the Activision banner have failed. They made the multiplayer fun again. Advanced Warfare is certainly not revolutionary or innovative, but it took the model made so popular all those years ago by the original Modern Warfare and sparked it back to life. Admittedly, my fondness for this year's entry may very well come down to the fact I pretty much ignored Black Ops 2, Ghosts, Modern Warfare 3. But still, considering the urge for a few rounds a night has returned, it seems only fitting to give COD the shout out it deserves. So that'll be all, COD. That'll be all.
PT.
I hate PT. I hate it from the bottom of my heart. very nearly scaring me half to death when I first played it. And that's not an exaggeration either. I genuinely thought I might die. Call me a coward if you want. I don't care. That shit screwed me up something rotten. You don't know, man. You weren't there. You don't understand. It's hard not to appreciate how much of an impact it had on both people that play games and those that make them. Aside from, as mentioned, how terrifying it was, the concept as a playable teaser and the marketing around it was genuinely refreshing. Admittedly, there may have been some PRing to ensure the secret got out as quickly as it did, but it got people talking and managed to build up the hype for a series that had long lost its momentum. The daft way to solve the damn thing is dumb, and does slowly turn the experience into an ordeal, but such can be Kojima's way. PT got more right than it did wrong. And before anyone says it, yes, a glorified demo can be in this kind of a list. Why? Because it's my list.
South Park.
South Park games, historically, have been an embarrassment to mankind. Urinating on turkeys, bad Mario Kart rip-offs, weird party things. So when Trey Parker and Matt Stone admitted not only were these entries shit, but had nothing to do with them and they wanted to do something about it, well, surely only good things were ahead. And they were, even if it took forever to get to us. Plagued by development issues as THQ went into bankruptcy, South Park eventually emerged thanks to Ubisoft, complete with the Kardashians' undead fetus, Morgan Freeman, and Randy Marsh getting anally probed. Unfortunately, us European folk got censored when it came to the latter. Screwed. Making a mockery of that whole system anyway. Dead baby's fine, stick in the ass, not fine. Either way, it was a fan service dream and underlined all the years of crap. Will we ever get another? Unlikely. But South Park's quality was so high, I don't even think we need it.
Mario Kart 8.
Oh, Mario Kart, how I love thee. Proving that if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Mario Kart 8 simply took everything that's been good about this series for the past 78,489 years and tweaked it enough so it felt fresh, new, and as addictive as ever. Unlike COD or Assassin's Creed, which have run their ideas into the ground at certain points due to their yearly releases, Nintendo's insistence that its karting franchise only pops up once a console has kept it an exciting endeavour, which has never felt like it's outstayed its welcome. Yes, the blue shell sucks, but it's a small indifference in a world of beauty. I'd marry Mario Kart if I could, and then I could play it every day. Although I can do that anyway without marrying it. Anyone else really confused and a little concerned? Yeah, me too. Moving on.
The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Most Best of 2014 lists will feature games that came out in that year. But why? And why, damn it? Is there a better game than Ocarina of Time that exists in today's landscape? No. And can you play Ocarina of Time in 2014? Yes. You can ruin your life and play it on the N64, or you can play the vastly better and brought into the modern age version that exists on Nintendo 3DS. Therefore, it deserves its place in this list and every list.
Rambo the video game.
So, you were mad that Ocarina of Time made appearance. Now you're really pissed. Coming in at position number 1 is Rambo the video game. And before you assume this has been placed here for the lols, it has. It's easy to forget that first and foremost, games should be entertaining. They should make you smile, they should make you laugh, they should make you feel all warm inside. Rambo did all these things. It was an on-rail shooter in 2014. It was a light gun game in 2014, but damn it if it didn't fill my heart with gladness when I played it. It should never be toyed with for more than a few hours at a time, but I task anyone to sit down with a friend, load it up in co-op and try not to enjoy themselves. If you don't, you're dead inside, and should probably go and see a doctor. But still, for some reason, Rambo the video game is my game of 2014. Disagree with this list? Of course you do! So make yourself feel better by telling me your games of 2014 in the comments below. That classic thing. In the meantime, stay powerful and always believe.